Hey, what's going on, my good people? We back in this part 2. Now, if you ain't watched part 1, I'm going to need you to go on back, watch that, so you can follow along, okay? Go on back, watch that, and come back to this. In part 1, we were inside the kitchen. But in this video right here, part 2, I'm going to take you outside the kitchen. So, come on, ride with me. Now, we started inside this kitchen because I felt that it was best that we start there and work our way out. Okay? Now, in part 1, I showed y'all. They told us Kenneka came through this kitchen walking. Now, I don't believe that, but this is what they gave us. Okay? And then we paid attention to the path that she took to the freezer. And then I showed y'all a list of people in pieces of who came and went out that kitchen. These people right here. All of them. Okay? I don't know what order, and I'm assuming that we'll be able to put some things together here in a little bit, but right now we're still working on the order. But these are all the people that came and went out that same kitchen. And then they all came through that wooden door. They were coming and going through there. The only person, like I told y'all before, the only person who did not come in that way was the beverage manager. Now, this wooden door that we see all these people coming and going, I showed y'all that there's 2 ways to get to this wooden door. The first being that hallway. So soon as you come through the wooden door, there's a hallway right there. Okay? We don't know where it leads, but we know you can come through there to get to that wooden door. We know that. And then we have these double doors right here. And this is the area that I want to focus on in this video. So we about to break this all the way down. We still riding, y'all. Now, if you're leaving the kitchen and you come through these double doors, if you bust a right, it's going to take you to the stairwell that leads to the lower level. Okay? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember these steps right here? This is how, during the reenactment, this is how they said Kenneka made her way upstairs to this kitchen. None of us could believe it then, and I don't believe it now. Because it was like, what? Drunk or drugged? You want me to believe that she walked up all these steps? When I'm drunk, I can barely make it to the car. Let alone, walking around the hotel and then climbing some stairs. Okay? But when you go down these stairs and you come out on the lower level. In this area, you'll find the freight elevator. And then if you bust a right, it'll take you to the lower level kitchen. Okay? And I'm going to be honest with y'all. When I seen this picture of this blue dumpster, like, I don't know, it had me on pause. I mean, but then it was like, well, the freight elevator's right there, so I guess that makes sense. We all know about this lower level because they wanted us to focus on the lower level. Okay? So let's make our way back upstairs. Watch the route. When you get to the top of these stairs, you see this area. Another set of doors, freight elevator. They're going to show us the dock. Pay attention. Okay, so one of the things that we did not see in this video is this room right here. This room sits right there by the stairs. And I don't know what this room is, but what had me on pause was the windows. And it's like, what is that on the windows? Why do they got that like paper up to the windows? I mean, What was that all about? I mean, I'm just asking because I'm nosy. So, but then we have these double doors right here. Now, these double doors lead to the employee parking lot. And if you're looking at these doors from outside, this is what it looks like. And y'all see what it say right there? Associate entrance. Meaning, that's where the employees go in. So they park back there and they go in through here. Okay? 2 plus 2 equal 4. Y'all, when I was looking at this door, I was wondering what this was at the bottom of the door that I have circled right here. I wonder what that is. I don't even know. It just, I don't know, had me on pause. So just one of the things that I noticed. Could be something, could be nothing. But let me bring y'all on back on this side. So when you come through this door, if you look to your right, you have the freight elevator. Now we all know you can get on this freight elevator on the lower level. We just came from down there. Okay? But my question is this. I wonder how high it goes. Like, for example, does it go to the 9th floor? How high does it go? If y'all know, put it in the comments for me. Then we have the dock area where I have this arrow. And it leads to outside. And it leads to the employee parking area. I mean, everything's right there. The employee entrance, the employee parking, the dock, everything's right there. A few years ago, I did a video about how I didn't trust the background. I never trusted the scenery. I believed I was watching Kenneka because her mama said that was her. I just was not convinced that I was watching her where things actually took place. And so I put this video together with the help of Painting Truth. And if you haven't seen it, I want y'all to watch this because this further explained why I felt the way I felt. We couldn't trust the background. Pay attention. Yeah. And see, this is why I don't believe we've been watching the footage the way we should. Things are not what it appeared to be, y'all. But let's continue because we still rag. And I know y'all probably thought I forgot an area. But understand this, we ain't missing nothing over here. Let me take y'all back over near the employee entrance. This room right here, where you see this arrow. Yeah, let's get into it. This was the area that we call the dishwasher room. Okay? This area right here. And as you can see, you can get to this area near the employee entrance. And all y'all should be familiar with this area because remember, this is the area that they brought Miss Teresa through. Remember? Watch this. Yeah. Now, I can't speak for everybody, but I know for me, I've always had an issue with this room right here. In the very beginning, there was things that were being shown about this area right here that had us like, wait a minute. It didn't look right. And to me, it didn't feel right. And we were already questioning the footage. This area was no different. Now, Trey Gang just recently put out a video that discussed this area right here. And I need y'all to pay attention to what he's showing. Because I feel like in the beginning, a lot of people dismiss this. But we gonna look at it over here right now.
Now watch this guy. He got the cup. See that, y'all? Watch this. It didn't take him not even 1 minute. And then look where he gonna pop up at.
Yeah. And so we clear on what we're looking at, I've labeled all three areas. Area number 1 is what we've been told was the lower level kitchen. And we done seen all kind of people up and through there on the lower level, okay? Then we have number 2, which is the dishwasher room. That's the room we've been talking about. And I showed y'all can get to this room coming through the employee entrance. So that should be on the main level, okay? Then we have area number 3. Now, I'm not sure exactly where this area sits, but what I do know is that we just watched the guy in the red shirt cross all 3 areas in less than 2 minutes. So in my mind, based off of the amount of time that it took for him to cross all these areas, it seems to me like everything is right there. Ain't no upstairs, downstairs, nothing. And not only that, remember, we seen Kenneka come through kitchen number 1. We seen her go through kitchen number 3. We even seen her go out kitchen number 1. But we didn't see her go through the dishwasher room number 2. I wonder why. See, that's what makes me think that she was not in that kitchen number 1 or 3. I don't believe that. That's just what they wanted us to believe. And then remember this guy right here? And I gotta bring this up because he always stood out to me. Him. I called him the nut scratcher. The one that came up through the dishwashing room, he's scratching everything. Nasty. And he looked suspect to me. But he's looking out toward where the employee entrance is. And the dock and the freight elevator. He's looking out that way. If you watch my video called The Employee Shakedown, he's one of the ones that I feel like should have been interviewed, but he wasn't. Now, before we get up out this dishwashing room, I want to show y'all one more thing. Because to me, it further proved that the footage had been tampered with. I don't see how anybody could see it any other way. Watch this.
4:33 on the 10th and the 9th. Ooh-wee. They got the police. Yeah, look, that's on both days, Jack. The 10th and the 9th. Only difference is the 9th don't have the police on it. The 10th got the police on it. So they made it look like they were doing their investigation on the 10th in the freezer. You know what I'm talking about? Same footage.
Yeah. So we have the same guy dressed in the same clothes, carrying the same things, moving through this dishwashing room at the same time, but on 2 different days. How do you explain that? In my opinion, you can't. And I've been telling y'all for years, I did not trust the background. We was trying to piece this together by time, but we can't use the time. We got to go by the actions. I keep saying that. And this just further proved that we can't trust the background, because here we got the same guy, same actions, different days. I didn't trust that area then, and I don't trust that area now. So let's go ahead and get on up out of here, okay? Now, what we've learned is that there's at least 6 ways to get to this area right here. We got the dishwashing room, of course. We have the stairs, employee entrance, the freight elevator, the dock, and then those double doors that lead to the kitchen where they found Kenneka. And guess what, y'all? There's a camera right there. I've circled it for those who can't see it. There's a camera there, and it was put there so it can catch everything moving through this area. But understand this, that's one of the cameras that they told us did not work. Now, among the list of cameras that they told us was not working during the time that all this happened with Kenneka, we had the camera from the kosher kitchen stairs near the dock entrance, the freight elevator, the main elevator, the back office, the camera from the employee parking area, and then there's one more, laundry 2, the camera from there, okay? Now, 3 out of 6 of those cameras is in this area that we just covered. 3 out of 6. And understand this, I've always said that the footage that we need is from the cameras that they told us was not working. Know that.
So make the news, nigga, and watch what happens. If you make it over here on this channel, nigga, we on your ass.
Okay?